So good afternoon. My name is Keelan McMahon, and I'm a second-year PhD student here in the Kemmy Business School. And my presentation today is about ESG and attempts to quantify corporate social responsibility. So investors are becoming increasingly conscious of the impact that their investments can have on the world, and sustainably minded institutions like UL are wondering where they should invest their money. And ESG has been developed to assist them. So ESG is the use of non-financial factors in evaluating investment opportunities. And these factors are separated into the three pillars of environmental, social, and corporate governance. So every company is scored in these pillars, and those scores are aggregated to get your overall ESG score. So the first thing you have to decide when you're constructing an ESG score is what sub-factors to take into consideration within the three pillars. And this decision, along with many other subjective ESG considerations, are currently being decided by just a handful of rating agencies. And these rating agencies often provide conflicting scores for the same company. Bank of America, for example, has two completely different scores from two leading rating providers. And what's more, these rating providers don't even provide the methodology through which these scores are derived. So that's where I come in. The initial part of my research involves reverse engineering the ESG scores, using the vast amounts of sustainability data available in the Bloomberg terminal here in the Kemmy Business School. And what I found so far is that ESG is correlated with a number of factors that have nothing to do with sustainability. For example, large companies tend to have strong ESG scores, which leads to truly bizarre results, such as tobacco companies having higher than average ESG scores simply because they are larger companies. And what's more, a lot of the rating providers are fundamentally flawed in their methodology, in that they don't actually measure the impact that the company has on the environment and on society and on the world, but rather they measure the impact a deteriorating world could have on the finances of a company. So for example, if a company decided to build a carbon-emitting factory at a high altitude, it's often looked on favorably by the ESG rating providers, simply because that factory won't be exposed to rising sea level risks, even though it's contributing to them. So where do we go from here? So you mightn't tell with the suit, but I am an organic farmer in the Burren, and there we practice sustainability every day. So to give just one example, we make sure each field is grazed just enough to allow these wildflowers to grow again every spring. So to me, the idea that sustainability can be quantified into numbers on a spreadsheet is an idea that exists only in the mind of someone who's never walked these limestone pavements. So what I hope to do with my research is to reimagine ESG so that it serves the interests of everybody. By taking information from investors and sustainability data from the Bloomberg terminal, I hope to construct individual specific ESG scores, acknowledging that concepts of sustainability are not the same for every investor. And in doing this, I hope to ensure that investors are confident that their investments are contributing positively to the world around them in a way that most accurately reflects their values. Thank you for listening.